Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Today we're diving into something totally fascinating: trickster gods. These characters, found in cultures all over the world, are mischievous, often selfish, and sometimes downright destructive. But why do we keep creating them? Why are they such a persistent part of our mythologies? It seems strange that we deify behavior that we don't actually want people exhibiting. Why do we keep gods that seem to be making things worse? Before we start, if you're finding this interesting, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Think of it as a little trickster god move of your own. You get more great content, and I get a little boost. And if you have a favorite trickster god, drop their name in the comments. I would love to know who you are familiar with. Well, one of the biggest reasons is that trickster gods represent chaos. And chaos, believe it or not, has a vital role to play in any healthy system. Imagine a world with absolutely no surprises, no unexpected events. It would be stagnant, unchanging, and ultimately pretty boring. Tricksters shake things up. They introduce new possibilities, sometimes through deception, sometimes through outright defiance of the rules. Think of the coyote from Native American traditions. He's always up to something, whether it's stealing fire for humanity or just playing pranks on other animals. His actions often have unintended consequences, both good and bad. But without Coyote, things would be a lot less interesting and perhaps a lot less developed. He's a catalyst for change, even if he doesn't always realize it. Trickster gods also highlight the absurdities of life. They point out the inconsistencies in our social structures and the hypocrisy of our leaders. By breaking the rules, they expose the limitations of those rules and force us to reevaluate them. They hold a mirror up to society and show us our flaws, often in a humorous way. Take Loki from Norse mythology. He's the master of disguise and deception, constantly stirring up trouble in Asgard. But Loki also challenges the other gods, forcing them to confront their own weaknesses and prejudices. He's the voice of dissent, the one who dares to question the established order. This can be crucial for growth. Beyond challenging authority, trickster gods can also be seen as cultural heroes. They might break taboos to bring something beneficial to humanity, even if it means suffering consequences themselves. Prometheus, while not strictly a trickster god, certainly shares some characteristics. He stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity, defying Zeus and facing eternal punishment. This act of rebellion, this willingness to challenge the status quo, is a powerful symbol of human ingenuity and our desire for progress. Trickster gods, in this sense, embody our own capacity for innovation and our unwillingness to accept limitations. They inspire us to think outside the box and to question the boundaries that are imposed upon us. But it's not all about noble rebellion. Trickster gods also serve as a cautionary tale. Their flaws and their mistakes remind us that even the most clever and powerful individuals can be undone by their own hubris or their own selfish desires. They demonstrate the importance of self-control and the dangers of unchecked ambition. Consider Anansi, the spider trickster from West African folklore. He's known for his cunning and his ability to outsmart others, but he's also incredibly greedy and often falls victim to his own schemes. Anansi's stories teach valuable lessons about the importance of humility and the consequences of dishonesty. Furthermore, trickster gods can help us to understand and cope with the uncertainties of life. The world is a chaotic and unpredictable place, and sometimes things just don't make sense. Tricksters embody this chaos, reminding us that not everything is under our control and that we need to be flexible and adaptable. By embracing the trickster, we acknowledge the inherent unpredictability of existence and learn to laugh at the absurdities that we encounter along the way. This can be a powerful coping mechanism, helping us to navigate difficult situations and to maintain a sense of humor in the face of adversity. Think about Eshu, the Yoruba trickster god who acts as a messenger between the gods and humans. He's known for his unpredictable nature and his love of causing mischief. Eshu reminds us that communication is never perfect and that misunderstandings are inevitable. Sometimes, trickster figures also serve as scapegoats. If something goes wrong, we can blame the trickster for it, absolving ourselves of responsibility. This is particularly true in cultures where there's a strong emphasis on order and conformity. The trickster becomes a convenient outlet for repressed desires and rebellious impulses. This scapegoat role, while not necessarily a positive one, does serve a purpose. It allows people to express their frustrations and anxieties in a safe and controlled environment. By projecting our negative emotions onto the trickster, we can maintain a sense of order and stability within the community. It's interesting to look at how gender plays a role too. While many tricksters are male, there are also female tricksters, and even some who are gender fluid or androgynous. These figures often challenge traditional gender roles and expectations, blurring the lines between masculine and feminine. This can be seen in figures like Iktomi, the Lakota spider trickster, who is sometimes depicted as male and sometimes as female. Iktomi's gender ambiguity reflects the fluidity of identity and the rejection of rigid social norms. This provides another layer of complexity to the trickster archetype. The presence of trickster figures in different cultures also suggests a shared human need to understand and grapple with fundamental questions about morality, justice, and the nature of reality. Regardless of our cultural background, we all face similar challenges and struggles. Trickster gods, in their own peculiar way, offer us a framework for exploring these challenges and for finding meaning in a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable. They reflect our universal desire to understand our place in the universe and to make sense of the human condition. Beyond all this, tricksters are simply entertaining. Stories about them are often funny and engaging, providing a welcome escape from the mundane realities of everyday life. They remind us that it's okay to laugh at ourselves and to embrace the lighter side of existence. The humor associated with trickster figures is often subversive, challenging social norms, and poking fun at authority figures. This can be a cathartic experience, allowing people to release pent-up frustrations and to question the power structures that govern their lives. The prevalence of trickster gods across different cultures highlights the importance of storytelling in shaping our understanding of the world. Myths and legends, passed down through generations, provide us with a framework for interpreting our experiences and for making sense of the complexities of life. Trickster figures, as central characters in these stories, play a vital role in transmitting cultural values and beliefs. They teach us about morality, justice, and the importance of community. Even though they are often flawed and imperfect, they offer us valuable lessons about how to live a good life. So, the next time you encounter a trickster god in a story or a myth, take a moment to appreciate the complex and multifaceted role that they play. They are not simply mischievous troublemakers. They are powerful symbols of chaos, rebellion, and the human capacity for both good and evil. Their stories offer us valuable insights into the human condition and remind us that even in the face of uncertainty and adversity, we can find meaning, humor, and hope. They are mirrors reflecting our best and worst selves, urging us to learn and grow. They also remind us that things can change for better or worse in an instant. This should urge us to be adaptable and resilient, which may well be their greatest strength. By the way, if you've enjoyed this exploration of trickster gods, consider sharing it with someone who might find it interesting. Think of it as your own little act of trickery, spreading knowledge and sparking curiosity. What is your favorite way trickster gods are displayed in media? Do you have a favorite example of one in literature? In conclusion, the enduring presence of trickster gods in cultures around the world speaks to a fundamental human need to grapple with chaos, challenge authority, and understand the complexities of life. They are not just characters in stories. They are reflections of ourselves, our desires, and our fears. They remind us that the world is not always as it seems, and that sometimes the most unexpected events can lead to the greatest transformations. So embrace the trickster within, question the status quo, and never be afraid to laugh at the absurdities of life. Consider how tricksters appear in modern stories too. The Joker is a great example. What makes him so terrifying is he is impossible to predict. The most careful planning will amount to nothing if the Joker is involved. This makes him difficult to defeat, and therefore all the more scary and compelling. The same is true of trickster gods in myths. Their chaotic nature is an acknowledgement that regardless of how good we are, how wise we are, how powerful we are, the universe is always capable of delivering a curveball. Maybe these stories help prepare us for that inevitability. I hope you've enjoyed this exploration of why cultures create trickster gods. It's a fascinating topic with endless layers of interpretation. It is something that makes us uniquely human, to grapple with these sorts of beings and the concepts behind them. Thanks for watching, and remember to leave your thoughts and favorite trickster tales in the comments below. I would love to read them. And again, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. It will help me and encourage me to make more things like this for you.